Hey, what's up guys? Just Doug here, back with another update on the 79 Crew cab. Today is a big day. We are finally taking the cabin doors over to my painter. So I got the bed painted, tailgate's painted, the whole front clip is in primer ready for paint. So I'm gonna bring him the doors in the cab. He's gonna do all the body work and stuff on that, get all that stuff ready, and then spray all the rest of it at once. So yeah, we got beautiful weather here today in Michigan. It is a combination of raining and snowing right now. So I'm actually going to pick up an enclosed trailer, gonna winch this thing up in the trailer, put the doors in the trailer, and haul this stuff all over there. So I know a lot of people were asking about videos on how I did the firewall. I was gonna do a video on the whole thing of how I actually got it in there, but it's a very detailed process. I have, probably between 40 and 60 hours of just fitting the firewall, making all my filler panels and everything, getting it fit into this cab. So I'll go over it, show you what I did, but I'm not gonna go too much into detail. It is not just a direct swap. So if you don't feel comfortable thinking that's something you can do, then I'm not sure if this would be a build I would say to try to do yourself. But I'll go over it and give you guys an idea. That way, if you do decide to do it, you got an idea of what you gotta do at least. So here's the cab, all stripped. Welded in new floor pans, got the 6.0 firewall and trans tunnel. The whole inside I blasted and painted with POR 15, and same at the bottom of the cab, it's all blasted and painted with POR 15 also, all the way up to the edge of the rockers there. But yeah, so that's the entire 6.0 firewall and 6.0 trans tunnel, but then these are 79 floor pans, and the rest of the floor back here is 79. So I cut everything from here forward out because the floor pans had some rust from sitting for so long. So tiny little rust holes in here, so I just put all new floor pans in it. So they had to cut the trans tunnel and firewall anyway. Yeah, it's hard to tell now it's all painted, but this whole piece up here I custom made. It goes all the way across because there was a gap between the top of the 6.0 firewall and where it met the cowl there on the 79 cab, because the cowl is so much deeper on the 6.0. Then I had to make some filler panels down here. Same on the other side. I had to cut this and like bend it to a different angle to match where it came up into the 79 floor back here. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty detailed, so I don't want to go too much into it, but that way you get an idea of what I'm working with. So when I cut out the 79 firewall, I left an inch all the way around that I had something to weld to. And then yeah, I just cut the 6.0 firewall out and trimmed it till it fit and got all that in there. But it turned out really good. Like I said, I went through and sandblasted and painted everything, and then put all new seam sealer on everywhere where I had filler panels, all the way around the firewall, everything I welded for the floor pans. So it turned out super clean. Fitment's really good, like nothing looks out of place. But like I said, this was not an easy task. So if you're not comfortable with, cutting and shaping and welding metal and stuff, then I would hate to say it, but this is probably not a project for you. Another thing I had to do, where the steering column goes through, you can see this like half moon. I had to shift it down because this body sits so much taller above the frame. So I had to shift that down so it wasn't hitting, going down to the steering gearbox there. But yeah, so that's as much as I'll go into that for now. Yeah, like I said, cab is completely stripped down, all bare metal, roof, everything. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to go over. I made custom roof supports. That hole's got to get welded shut because there was an antenna in this truck, but I made custom roof supports to reinforce the roof on this thing, because these roofs are super flimsy. Just driving down the highway, this thing would sit there and buckle up and down. So all new roof supports. I could probably actually stand on that thing, it's so stiff now. I know there's a company that makes them, or I think they might have actually discontinued them, but they were pretty pricey. I think, mostly because of shipping, because they would be shipping from Utah. So I just went to a local steel supplier and got some bar stock and cut all this stuff out by myself, and welded it all up, and it fits perfect. I don't have them painted yet because I'm kind of in a rush to get this to my painter. So I'm gonna take them back out when I get it back, paint them, pop them back in, and then tack weld them in place. I mean, they're not going anywhere right now, but that way they're permanent. But it made a huge difference in the roof. Like I said, I could probably walk on this thing now, and before it was just like a tin can. You could just take your finger and go pop, and it would pop in. So yeah, that didn't hardly cost me anything. The company that I was gonna buy them from, they were gonna be, I think it was like 850 bucks to buy them and get them here. And it only cost me $100 in material to do it myself, but it was pretty time consuming because I cut them all by hand. But I did draw them up in my CAD files now, so now if I go to make more for someone else, I'm just gonna laser cut them and weld them up and ship them out, so. And then I got, doors are all stripped also, all down to bare metal. I did a really light grit sand. I did the inside because there was 2 layers of paint on there and the top layer was flaking off, so that way my painter don't have to deal with that. But yeah, full bare metal, so hopefully my painter can get this stuff knocked out relatively quick. There's some spots that need fixed and some dents and stuff, so he'll have a lot of time into it, but I'm excited to see it when it's done. So yeah, that was just a quick update video on the 79. Like I said, I'm super excited to have all this work done. Super excited to finally be getting this over to my painter. And next thing is going to be motor work. So hopefully, well, he has the cab and doors getting painted. Hopefully I can get the motor finished, get that in the frame, have my suspension, motor, all my fuel lines, brake lines. I want to have the whole rolling chassis totally ready, so when the cab's done, I can just get it and drop it right on and keep rolling on this thing. So yeah, like I said, just a quick update on the crew cab here. I wanted to shoot more videos with the firewall work. I know a lot of people wanted to see it, but like I said, it's not just a straightforward process. It was a very labor intensive process, a lot of hours, a lot of cutting out metal, shaping it, bending, welding, all that stuff. So it took a lot of time to get it to where it is now. So it is what it is. Sorry guys. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Next videos will be motor work, so stay tuned.